All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, that want us to the elders and the apostles of great millstone that taught us this truth. And salutations to the whole elect that's around the four corners of the globe. YAHAWAH, who the world ignorantly calls God. BAHASHAM is the name. YAHAWASHI, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ and Jehovah. The Rakakwadash, the Holy Spirit. I'm the brother Iwalumi out here with the GMS Chicago branch. Out here in Chicago, come back at you with another lesson. And Lord willing, I hope this lesson be edifying. This is going to be, quick hit, straight to the point, touching upon, the happiness, in different countries, the escalating towards World War III, between China, America, Iran, Russia, these different core factors that's going to usher in the end of Babylon the Great. So this is from ABC News. It says China threatens consequences over U.S. warship actions. It says China is threatening serious consequences after the United States Navy sailed a destroyer around the disputed Parasail Islands in the South China Sea for the second day in a row. It says China threatened serious consequences Friday after the United States Navy sailed a destroyer around the disputed Parasail Islands in the South China Sea for the second day in a row, and a move Beijing claimed was a violation of its sovereignty and security, or sovereignty and security. It says the water comes amid growing tensions between China and the United States and the region as Washington pushes back at Beijing's growingly assertive posture in the South China Sea, a strategic waterway it claims virtually in its entirety. Right, like I mentioned before at the beginning of the lesson, these different countries, are core factors, in World War III that's going to bring in and usher in the end of Babylon the Great. And how is all this going to end? By the way of thermonuclear destruction. It says on Thursday, after the U.S. sailed the USS Milius guided missile destroyer near the Parasail Islands, China said its Navy and Air Force had forced the American vessel away, a claim the U.S. military denied. Right. So I just wanted to touch up a few points on this article. The United States Navy, basically a ship crossing into, China's, territory. It sees, And these are, as the scriptures say, what's that, Matthew 24 chapter, which I have on deck, wars and rumors of wars. Let's get that. This is the book of Matthew 24:6. It says, ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Right, wars and rumors of wars. China, Iran, Russia, over there in Russia and the Ukraine right now. Different, these different battles that's taking place over there in Europe and different things like this, ultimately going to escalate into a grander scale war, which is World War III, which is prophesied in the Bible, which is ultimately going to end in what? Nuclear destruction, which is going to, be the result in America being 100% annihilated, As the scriptures say, the beast shall hate the whore. We're seeing, America's own allies coming up against this place. Not only, America's enemies, but their own allies, But that's another lesson for another day, and touching upon World War III. This is the book of Matthew 24:6. It says, ye shall, Salaki, I read that already. Let's see, bear with me for a second. Let's see. I think it's Revelations, the 9th chapter. Bear with me for a second. Yep, this is the book of Revelations 9. It's and 12. It says, one woe is past. Bear with me for a second. This is the book of Revelations 9 and 12. It says, one woe is past, talking about World War I. And behold, here come two woes more hereafter. And we know World War II already passed, this grand war that is taking place right now as we speak is World War III. You know, the Battle of Armageddon. You know, which is going to be the, you know, and the result of the total annihilation of America. Oh, we got it. Let me get this Joel 3. This is the book of Joel 3 and 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty man, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Talking about these army men of these different nations. You know, this is what we're seeing right now. You know, it says, verse 10, it says, bleat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I'm strong, right? Meaning what? These smaller countries have nuclear capability. You know, so America just can't go around putting bases in every single country like they used to. You know, so these other countries are showing their nuclear capability of what they can do. You know, and we have Russia, you know, defending a lot of these smaller countries too. What is that? Ezekiel the 38th chapter, I believe. You know how the Lord, you know, is going to put hooks back into thy jaws. You know, loosely paraphrasing. You know, so these are the things that we're seeing right now. You know, the escalation of World War III, that's ultimately going to usher in, you know, to a nuclear war, which also going to be the total annihilation of America, which is Babylon the Great. So with that being said, I hope this lesson was edifying. I want to end up by giving all praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Kapadash. That want us to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone that taught us this truth. And salutations to the hopeful elect that's around the four corners of the globe. Lord willing, I hope this lesson was edifying and straight to the point. And Lord willing, you know, I'll come back with another one soon. Until next time, YAHAWAH, Shalom.